While everyone else has been busy prototyping the product, I've been busy prototyping the packaging. An important part of product development that you might not think about right away is the packaging. It has to be robust enough to be able to get to you, enticing enough for you to pick it off of a shelf, and once you get it, it has to tell you what to do. So that's something that we're working on too. How do we pack the Sourdough Sidekick? Our first thought was a box like this where you would pick up the Sourdough Sidekick from the top. But that turned out to be a little unwieldy, especially when it also has a glass crock. Then on a certain Prime Day, I did market research, not shopping, and bought myself a new hairdryer. It arrived in this packaging, which I thought was pretty nice because I could open it up and all of the components were just displayed right here. As I was unboxing my new hairdryer, I thought that we should probably take another look at the Sourdough Sidekick packaging. And that's when we came up with this. I prototyped this one, but Ken prototyped this one. And what I really like about it is you don't have to do any weird lifting. All you have to do is open the box and the components will be presented right here. It makes it easy to lift out. We think that the packaging is going to be strong enough. There'll be some kind of a clamshell on here, probably not plastic, probably recycled cardboard, but still work in progress, but you can kind of see the experience and get a feel for that with this prototype. So once you have a box, it needs to say something. So we're working with a designer to come up with one of these options to be able to communicate the Sourdough Sidekick and have it looking great on store shelves. And then once you get it, you also need to figure out how to use it. So we've got a quick start guide that we're working on. The quick start guide will get you started even if you don't read my beautiful use and care guide. So you've known from watching all of our other videos that there is a lot of testing that goes into the physical prototype of the Sourdough Sidekick. But did you also know that there's a lot of testing that is going to go into this beautiful use and care guide? Yeah, we have to get this out to our field testers, to people who are not familiar with the product, because sometimes we get really too close to it. We want to make sure that this is clear and helps you to be able to use the Sourdough Sidekick right out of the box. So the quick start guide will walk you through all the settings, give you a quick overview of what they do, link you to a couple of really important things like the Smart HQ app so that you can connect to your Sidekick, a great baking recipe from King Arthur Baking Company, and a link on where to buy some fresh sourdough starter so that you have your seed ready to go. And when you're reading this use and care guide, word for word, I just want you to remember this video and take a moment of appreciation about how much work actually went into it. When I got the reminder on my calendar that this is all due pretty soon, I also saw that King Arthur Baking Company's bakery starter has a birthday coming up. So let's jump to Marc and find out more.
Hi, my name's Marc Levy. I am a baker at our Norwich facility with King Arthur. And I've been baking professionally for almost 22 years. Most of my baking has been primarily with artisan breads, using sourdough. A lot of handwork, not too heavy in machinery. Like the biggest machines we have are maybe like a mill. My favorite thing to bake might be a baguette, because you're only as good as your last baguette. Every day I step up to that oven motor, going to score baguettes. It's like it's a practice. So our starter that we use in-house was, I'll speak for Jeff. Jeff was taught how to make it back a while ago, about 45 years ago. This is August 28th, 1980. And he was working for this German woman in Brattleboro who taught him how to make his own sour. Since then, it's been fed twice a day, every day. And even if we're closed for a holiday, a baker would go in and feed that, even if it's just to do that, or take it home. That starter, our starters we have a fair amount of naturally leavened breads, and we keep 3 different sourdough cultures. We keep a liquid, a stiff, and a rye sour, each with different makeups, and each go into different breads and have their own specific flavor profiles and rigor and flavor. Yeah.
So how has the team celebrated the starter's birthday over time?
I remember I had just started there in July 7 years ago, and August came around and I was just milling about the bakery doing my thing, and Jeffrey walks in with a cake and some candles, and I'm like, what's going on here? He's like, no, it's our rice hour's birthday. We need to celebrate and sing happy birthday to it. I made a cake. Awesome. This is cool. Like, I've in any bakery, I've never done that. It was really special to see that because it is a responsibility of a baker. Baker's got to make sure cultures are fed, there's salt and yeast in the dough, and, don't overproof stuff. Boy, working for King Arthur has been such a comforting experience, but that was truly special. Yeah.
Beyond flour and water, what do you think is the secret ingredient to truly exceptional sourdough bread?
I don't know if I'm being cheeky here by saying maybe time. I think truly time, because that's what's gonna ferment your bread. That's what's gonna give, dough gain strength through time and folds or mechanical work, but it's gentler to do it with time and folds. You could take away time, you could add time, but it all has to be mindful. You can't just willy-nilly and say, well, the timer went off 20 minutes, I gotta go do this now. Well, the dough is cold and not ready to go do whatever, wait longer. But I think it takes awareness and some mindfulness of time and temperature. Yeah. So our company has a very unique ceremony. We have a knighting ceremony, and we're King Arthur. People get knighted every 5, 10, 15 years and so on. And we get, some people you don't have to kneel down and get the full sword treatment if you don't want to, but they'll give you a name. They give you many names, actually. And your supervisor says something very kind, and it's just nice. Everybody, we're employee owned. Everyone wants to see everybody be successful. I mean, we're getting bigger, but we're not that big of a company, so we all kind of know each other. It's just a very nice thing that we do.
Does the main starter, whose birthday is coming up, does that one have a name?
They don't have names, or at least I've seen no names that stick. Like every now and then I think I see a baker write like Gustavus or something on it, but nothing really sticks.
Well, happy birthday to King Arthur Baking Company's Bakery Starter. Now, next week we're going to have another special guest, a local baker who bakes 150 loaves of sourdough a week. She came here and told us all about her method, so stay tuned for that. If you have any comments, drop them below, and we'll see you next time.